All right, as Kyle helpfully reminded us, welcome to A2NewTech March 2012 edition. Woo! I'm getting over a bit of a cough, so please bear with me. My name is Zach. I'm one of the members of the Tech Brewery. Just a quick fit, all of our sponsors, A2 Geeks is the organization that we've all come to know and love. It's basically an umbrella organization for all the cool entrepreneurial and geeky activities that happen in Ann Arbor. If you haven't been to a2geeks.org, make sure you check it out. Also, of course, the University of Michigan Zell Lurie Institute for letting us abuse this beautiful auditorium once a month for A2NewTech. Sappert and Baker for all your startup legal needs. And, oh yeah, we also have one other sponsor for this event. They're giving away 2 free tickets to the Michigan Lean Startup Conference. That's in Grand Rapids, May 17th. And so we're going to put a poll up on A2NewTech. Make sure you vote for your favorite presenter tonight, and they'll get 2 free tickets to the Michigan Lean Startup Conference. Let's see here, what else is going on today? I think that's it. Our first presenter is a bit unusual in that he's not representing a traditional startup, and he's also not presenting on a program that's strictly his. But the University of Michigan just put together this thing called the Masters of Entrepreneurship, and the Center for Entrepreneurship wanted to tell us all about it. And so to do that, here's Wilemski.
Great. Well, it's a great time to be here. Last time I was here, I was pitching my own startup, but today I'm pitching a new program here at the University of Michigan centered around entrepreneurship. I guess, first of all, it is a great time to be an entrepreneur in Ann Arbor. There's just so much vibrancy, lots of new risk capital coming into the area, and we've got great banner companies like Duo Security paving the way for hopefully more companies like the one I'm running, hopefully to raise more money in the future too. But it's amazing to see just so many different opportunities, people starting up new ventures. One program that I do run and have quite a bit of control over is TechArp. TechArp is the University of Michigan Student Accelerator, and I wanted to first mention that on April 13th, there's going to be an opportunity for you to come down to TechArp and to Menlo Innovation and watch demos and go to stations of about 40 plus student startups here at the University of Michigan. And we're inviting everyone in the community, investors, entrepreneurs, to kind of partake in this huge event that we're hoping will attract hopefully close to 500 people. We'll also have free food available, so come if only for that reason alone. And to meet and network with a lot of very young people who want to really change the world with their technologies and their startups. So I definitely want you to come out to that, the spring showcase on April 13th from 5 to 7:30 p.m. If you go onto the website techarb.org, you'll be able to RSVP for that event. If you have any questions, you can definitely shoot me an email at moseslee@umich.edu. But what I want to get into right now is the new Masters in Entrepreneurship at the University of Michigan. And one of the great things about the University of Michigan is that it has apparently the top number of programs in the top 10 anywhere in the world. And one of the things that everyone's always been talking about is what could we do here at the University of Michigan if we could harness all the various programs and use them and catalyze them toward entrepreneurship. And this Entrepreneurship Master's Program is one step in the right direction. Just a few facts about U of M, and a lot of you know this, #1 in R&D spending among public universities, as well as we have the most number of living alumni. And one of the things that we want to do with this master's program is to tap that alumni network to catalyze innovation and startups. This program that's being launched this upcoming year is very unique. It's not a business school program, and it's not a traditional engineering program. A lot of business school programs are focused in on developing managers to work at large companies. A lot of engineering programs are really focused a lot on technology and lacking in a lot of education and market assessment and commercialization. This program is actually a joint program between the business school and engineering, and we want to kind of combine the best of both worlds. understanding of markets and understanding how to bring something to life and understanding technology. This program is specifically targeting applicants who are passionate about launching or working for a tech-based company. So the underpinnings of this program is very much going to be technology. And in fact, we're going to be working with the Office of Tech Transfer to really understand some of the technologies here at the University of Michigan and equipping these students to unlock those technologies for commercial purposes. We want people who obviously love tech and are willing to take risks. Obviously, these are entrepreneurs willing to take risks for something they believe in. In addition, those who have passion for taking their idea to improve the world, this is also for them. There's a lot of technologies here at the University of Michigan that are really centered around impacting people's lives, even in developing worlds. Again, it's going to be very hands-on, this program. We're going to have students work in cohorts and in teams. So how it's going to work is students will form teams around the technology and explore commercialization path, or they can come into this master's program with their own idea. We're going to be leveraging the faculty at both the business school and the engineering program for this platform. So instead of reinventing the wheel, we're going to actually take some of the existing resources that are really strong, the assets of the university that are really strong, and try to pull them into this program. If you actually want to come into this program with your own idea, we believe that there's an opportunity for you to incubate your idea through this master's program and get a degree. So a lot of these applicants have their own web-based technology or their own IP, and they actually want to come here, meet different students, and work on their technology for an entire year. So how the structure is going to work, there's going to be a classroom experience, because obviously this is an academic program, but there's also going to be, throughout the entire one-year program, a practicum that's going to be all about application. And there's going to be a lot of interface with TechArp. Hopefully a lot of these teams are actually going to be in TechArp, working on their project, working on their entrepreneur endeavor the entire time, because we all understand here, if you're an entrepreneur, entrepreneurship is doing. It's not just theorizing. And our hope is that at the end of this one-year program, students will actually be able to launch their venture. So we're partnering with a lot of different investors, entrepreneurs, to mentor and work with these teams throughout their one-year program. And our hope is at the very end, they'll actually be able to raise funds to launch their venture forward. So I'm almost done here. This is just kind of a brief overview of how the program is going to work. A lot of different classes you can see here, both in business or entrepreneurship, as well as in technology. So you can take a look here. And throughout the entire course, we're going to have this practicum that's going, and hopefully there will be a launch or working for a startup. So just a really brief program eligibility: bachelor's, you have academic or professional background, you take the GMAT, unfortunately. And the application process is 2 letters of recommendations, official transcripts, so on and so forth. You can learn a lot more on entrepreneurship.umich.edu. And the first round of applications ends April 15th, and the second round ends May 15th. So if you're interested in either enrolling or in actually being a mentor, a connector, someone who can help spur this to the next level, we'd definitely like to connect with you. One thing we want to do more of at the Center for Entrepreneurship is connect with our local ecosystem. Because if entrepreneurs are involved, we think, and venture capitalists are involved, and funders, the ecosystem is involved, we think we're going to have much better results than if it's a silo program. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry.
Sorry, I think I forgot to mention at the start of the program, the format. It's 5 by 5 by 5. We have 5 presenters. Each person gets 5 minutes to pitch their idea, their program, whatever entrepreneurial activity that they're involved in. And then the other 5 minutes comes from you, the audience, a 5-minute Q&A. So we have up to 5 minutes for questions for Moses about the program, the Master's Entrepreneurship from the
or TechArp Center for Entrepreneurship or anything else. Yes.
I assume that it's a full-time program?
Yes, it's a full-time program. Correct.
Is there going to be any thought about having more focus on evenings?
So because this is the first year of launch, it's going to be a full-time program, though this could definitely evolve into an evening program later down the line. Yes, another question.
Is there any thought about having it as an extension to the MBA program itself?
Yes, so there is some thought behind that, and I would not be the person to answer that question. Please email Amy Goldstein at the University of Michigan, and she'll be able to supply some more information on that. But I have heard that this is very distinct from an MBA, but if an MBA wanted to actually take this, it would be very unique, so there would not be a lot of overlap. Yes?
Is there a cost for tuition?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So there is tuition. That dollar amount is not set by me, and I go online and check that one out. I'm sure it's competitive to the other programs here at the University of Michigan. You're in-state, it's going to be cheaper. Out-of-state, you're going to be paying.
Isn't this sort of the antithesis of the spirit of being an entrepreneur? All the most successful entrepreneurs I know of dropped out of undergraduate school. One was never attended an MBA program. So isn't that just kind of...
Yeah. So I think there's some success bias in here because we hear about all these stories of people dropping out of college, but I actually recently read an article about how, most entrepreneurs actually have a degree and actually finish it. So, you don't talk about, Doug Song, he graduated, right? Do we talk about him? Oh, he graduated, so we must all graduate. Because, so there's a lot of successful entrepreneurs that have graduated from school and have gone on to do amazing things.
Does that include having a degree in entrepreneurship, though?
So this is brand new. And so there hasn't been something called a degree in entrepreneurship in the past.
All this entrepreneurship happened. All this entrepreneurship.
Yeah, and we're hoping that even more will happen. And again, this is we want to make it very entrepreneur friendly and heavy on mentoring, heavy on practice. And for those, there's a lot. The target might be someone who isn't ready to launch, but actually wants to learn more and be in an environment that's very supportive. Though, absolutely, this isn't for everyone. And we're going to experiment after its first year. So
I just think it's a hard pitch to tell people that are entrepreneurially oriented that they're going to have to come in and put this time in grade and actually make tuition in order to experience entrepreneurship.
Yeah, and I think that's something that a lot of people have mentioned before. And so, there's a class that is coming together here, and we're going to see how it goes. And I would love for you to participate in the program and help entrepreneurs move the ball forward. Yes?
Actually, when you launch a company, you benefit from the blowback and the rest of it. So just think of this as a test of the launch of your program.
Well, absolutely. Who doesn't like pushback? Or what's that?
I'll send you a bill for blowback.
Thank you. Again, don't shoot the messenger here.
Yeah.
But hopefully this is. I think one of the great things that just in general, how can we catalyze this community here to help young people take risks? And not necessarily, the saying goes is that everyone works for a startup from an MIT or Stanford graduate. Why not a University of Michigan graduate founding things and bringing in talent from the coast here? But we'd like to see more of that happen. Yes?
What about gray hairs?
Last question.
What's that?
What about gray hairs?
Gray
in your
hairs.
program?
Love it.
Love it. I can't meet your curriculum.
Oh, you mean the application requirements?
Yeah.
That is something we'd love for you to talk to other folks about.
Those other folks speak.
Yeah, I think though for folks, a lot of even executive MBA programs, they don't require, say, the GMAT or GRE or something like that. So if you're interested, I would love for you to actually contact folks at the Entrepreneurship Master's Program and for you to discuss some of those issues.
Right. I think it's
Thank
the
you.
time question we have now, but
Thanks.
Thanks again.
What's the URL?
Entrepreneurship.umich.edu. Check it out. Thanks, guys.